AVP Chicago Open. A huge crowd at the beach. Geeter worn out from introduction, so I'll take it. Along with Tim Hovland, I'm Chris Marlowe. Brazil and the United States. Dax Holdren, Todd Rogers, Jose Loiola, and Emmanuel Rego. For the weather conditions, let's go to our gal. Here's Todd Rogers.
They're physically better than us, so we got to mentally break them down and take them down to our level.
How do you do it?
A little verbal under the net, I think, is going to be necessary this game, and then just wear them down. Get them frustrated with us.
Tim Hovland drawing out the good stuff with the penetrating follow-up question. Let's start with Loiola and Rego, Holdren and Rogers. Game one got off to a great start with a long rally. Watch these guys move. You can't believe how fast they are. Brazilians here on the near side, Americans on the far side. A very long rally. Yes, this was going to be a war. Holdren and Rogers got up 2-0. With that point, made it 3-0, and the Brazilians were frustrated. Turning point of the match possibly came at 7-1. This is one of the great rallies in the history of AVP volleyball, the history of world volleyball. Digs, sets, spikes. Americans on the near side, Brazilians on the far side. A great dig by Rego. Back over, here comes Rogers. He'll put it away, right? No, wrong. There's Jose gobbling. Okay, gets set right on. Pounds it. That's a put away. No. Holdren with the dig. Who would win this rally? Could the Brazilians come back? Watch. Rego. The delivery. And that made it 7-2. Brazilians fired up. We can come back. The #1 team in the world. At 9-3, Brazil started to get its blocking shoes on. Watch this. 9-4. 9-5. At 10-5, Todd Rogers with the ace. The right things. That made it 11-5. Rogers was on fire. Look at that little chinker. Make it 12-5. Brazilians going into the tank. Little tip shot. Rogers blocking. He's a setter. He's doing some blocking. At 14-7, Brazilians had a perfect play. Watch this. Off speed. Holdren for the win. Got it. The first game of the double final, won by the team of Dax. Yes, Dax and Todd. Final score, 15-7. Second game of the double final coming up, 1-7, winner spin. Time now to recap the tournament in the Planners Trail Mix Trail to the Final. I finished third. Seaman and Lewis continue to play well. Whit Frohoff, the surprise team of the tournament. Whitmarsh, Unger, Jewel, Hanneman, and the Brazilians. Let's go to Hobb.
Jose, what do you have to do to win this game? Well, I think we have to step up a little bit here. Got in the group side out. I think we sat in the player stands for too long, for 4 hours. We got a little bit stiffened up. Now we're loose and ready to go.
Loose and ready to go. So is the crowd here at North Avenue Beach, one of the largest crowds of the year. The Americans against the Brazilians, Todd Rogers and Dax Holdren, have won the toss. They'll serve first. 1-7, win by 2. No clock for the championship. Pretty good dig right off the bat by Rogers. One of their trademarks is defense, and Loiola missed it. He actually missed it. Holdren and Rogers go up 1-0. So the Brazilians, can you believe it, the #1 team in the world, they got smoked in the game to 15, and they opened it up with a bogey here in game 2. Holdren and Rogers, their game built on ball control and transition defense. The Brazilians more of a serving, spiking, blocking team. Rego right over the top. Emmanuel Rego in the red hat. He's 27 years old. Considered one of the great jumpers in the world. As Holdren and Rogers get back in serve-receive. One of the keys in Hermosa when these two teams met, 7 aces by the Brazilians in the final. They actually served them right off the court. Here comes Rogers. And a nice pickup by Jose. Looking to tie it up. And he does. 1-1. As they switch sides, as you do in a game to 7. Quick action. We're going to come back. We'll have more of the Planners Trail. Unger hit the nail right on the head. Game 1, 15-7, won by Dax Holdren right there and his partner Todd Rogers. Double final, 1-1. Jose Loiola. And he is roofed by Todd Rogers. You don't expect Rogers to do a lot of blocking, but he's got some good hops. He's out of the sand. And Holdren and Rogers lead 2-1. Hitting error by Loiola. Just hit it right into the right hand of Rogers. So 2-1 now. If you follow volleyball, you know that Rogers and Holdren have never beaten the Brazilians. This could be their best opportunity. Nice dig by Holdren. Can't put it away, however. Jose goes and gets it. Rogers has the dig. Can he put it away? He does. It is 3-1 and a side change. Dig lips at point-blank range. Todd Rogers with the touch shot and the put away. Oh, yeah. So Rogers and Holdren moving on now. They lead it 3-1. Once again, it's a game to 7. Rego and Loiola looking a little bit disorganized. There's Rogers again, looking for point number 4. Jose on the run. Dax with a dig. Can he put it away? Not yet. Great dig by Rego. Wow, look at this rally. Holdren forced to shovel it over. 3-1 our score. Can anybody find sand? Dax, Holdren make it 4-1. And the Brazilians cannot believe it. One more look at some great defensive plays. Rogers and Holdren digging, and another block on Jose Loiola. Loiola in the closet here in the double final. He's been blocked twice. 4-1 now, as Rogers comes up looking like a powdered donut. Dax and Todd closing in now on their first AVP win of the year. And while Chicago dances, it's my job to inform you. It's Katie time. My favorite, the Americans have never beaten Emmanuel Rego and Jose Loiola, the Brazilians. They have a chance today, 4-1 in our double final, game to 7. Here's Rego going right over the top, and he hit it out. Can you believe it? 5-1 now, as Rogers and Holdren, who have played spectacular volleyball. They won the initial game of the double final 15-7, and now lead 5-1 in the crowd. Happy with the big lead, but stunned at what's happening to the #1 team in the world, and I'm talking about the Brazilians, Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego. Rego with the blast, and the Brazilians will get the ball back. 2 Brazilian teams will make it to the Olympics. One of them is going to be Jose Loiola, and that man, Emmanuel Rego. You could even say they are the gold medal favorites at this point in time. So here is Jose Loiola. Can they come back? Got to get something going with the serve. Working on Todd Rogers. Nice dig. Jose on the left. Jose looking for a point, and he gets it. That makes it 5-2. The Brazilians' game set up by their serve. They need to serve well and get the big block up there. One more look at a pretty good transition play. Nice set by Rego. Little scooper, and then the pooper down the line. 5-2 now. Jose continues to serve. Once again, double final, game to 7. Rogers and Holdren have not won on the AVP Tour this year, although they did win an important international event in Mexico, which surprised a lot of people. So Rogers and Holdren having a great year. They got off to a slow start with a 13th and a 5th, but since then, they've been playing great volleyball. 5-2, and still serving Jose Loiola. Rogers thought he stuck it, and that's going to be a point. So Todd Rogers getting another block. This guy is Randy Stoklos reincarnated. And a timeout is taken. Rogers and Holdren have championship point. One more look at Raji up high. Let's go to Hav for insight.
Dax, you're up 6-2. Great comeback. How you feeling?
Feel great. We're 1 point away. We're pumped up right now. Got to get 1 point.
What's the difference from Hermosa to here?
That's nice. We're siding out a lot better. Maybe they're not serving quite as well, but I mean, we're siding out, not giving them easy points.
Are you planning to slow down the pace like you're doing right now?
No, that's just the way we play.
You guys go get them, huh?
Think back to Hermosa. Rogers and Holdren were the cigar. They got smoked in Hermosa. Now they're doing the smoking. 6-2. Crowd getting revved up. Championship point #1 coming up for Dax Holdren and Todd Rogers. Loiola, and Loiola whacks it home. So it's up to Jose Loiola and Emmanuel Rego to try to rally here. And a rare float serve. They'll float to Rogers. And Rogers cuts it out of bounds. That's surprising. So Rogers with an easy play. It costs him a point. Make it 6-3. Never know when a rally can start with a little play like that. Rogers, same play, and he cut another one out. Can you believe it? Wow. Talk about a letdown. A 6-2 lead, and now it is 6-4. I remember the day in Phoenix, Arizona, about 5 years ago. Holdren and Dodd down 6-1 to Karai and Steffes, coming back to win. That ball clearly out, and now Rego and Loiola are back in it. That was considered the greatest comeback in beach volleyball history in a game of 7. Rogers to hit one. Forget about that little cut shot. Don't ever use that shot again, Rogers. 6-4 our score. So they get the ball back. Second championship point coming up. Remember, Rogers and Holdren have never beaten these two Brazilians. Could do it right here. Have to get Loiola. Jose whacking hard. Jose Loiola. That's the dilemma. Do you serve Jose or do you go to Emmanuel? So far, they're staying on Jose. Jose Loiola, who's made over $1.5 million in his career since coming to America in the early 90s. Trying to tighten it up here. Rogers. Rogers been a little shaky, and Rego can't bring it up. Yes, folks, it's double final. Holdren and Rogers out of the losers bracket, coming all the way back. Capacity crowd here in Chicago. Holdren for the win. Blocked. Chasing. Holdren can put it away. He does! Holdren and Rogers win in Chicago. Their first AVP victory of the year. And yes, they have finally beaten the dreaded Brazilians. Dax Holdren and Todd Rogers, what a great story. They grew up together, childhood friends, been playing together as A's, as double A's, as triple A's on the Pro Beach circuit, and they are having the best year of their careers. Their second win, they got one in Mexico. Now they have one on the AVP Tour here in Chicago. They are riding high. Unpredictable year on the AVP Tour. The 5th different winner. Holdren and Rogers win the double final 7-4. One more look at championship point. The difference in this match, I really think, blocking. Todd Rogers able to stuff a couple, got his hand on that one, and Dax, a little Marlowe heat to put it away. Let's go to